Hello everyone! In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this BTS TinyTan Jar. Let's get started! First, I took a clean jar and measured the smooth cylindrical part of the jar. Then I marked the measurement on an A4 sheet paper to draw a rectangle and cut that out. I placed this inside the jar, marked the excess paper, and cut that extra piece out. I divided it into 7 and drew the TinyTan version of BTS members. I colored them. I cut these out and now it's time to glue them onto the jar. Starting with RM. In this way, I get an idea of how much glue I need to apply first, because I want the entire drawing to be covered. With the back of the paintbrush, I pressed onto the drawing so that it sticks nicely onto the jar. I'm working on the inside of the jar so that the outside of the jar remains waterproof. Using the back of the paintbrush can also help position them properly. Usually, I add a layer of glue all over and around these so that the paint doesn't seep through them later. I'll be applying the glue along with some glitter after a while. While this was drying, I cut out 2 BTS logos. And I turned one of them into an army logo that fits inside the BTS logo. I kept this aside for later and glued the BTS logo at the base of the jar. Next, I mixed some silver and neon pink glitter with the glue. And applied this to the lower half of the jar. I'm adding glitter to give the background a galaxy effect. Then I mixed some pink glitter with glue and applied that to the remaining half of the jar. When the glue is all dried up, this is what it looks like. Time to paint the jar. All the paints used here are acrylic paints. First, I wanted to apply some glow-in-the-dark paint in some areas of the jar. Now let's paint the background. I mixed some neon pink with white glue. The more glue you add, the more transparent it appears after it's dry. With this, I painted the bottom half of the jar. Then I added some purple paint and more glue to the previous mixture. With this, I painted the top half of the jar, creating a gradient. Next, I'm using this white 3D paint tube and white acrylic paint tube to add some lyrics and other details onto the outside of the jar. The details on this jar was inspired by their "We Are Bulletproof, the Eternal" music video and mic drop. I also glued some sequins and stickers onto the jar. Here I'm gluing some pink gems. I glued the army logo onto the base of the jar. This way we can see both the logos at once. Then I applied a layer of glue over this. Let's paint the lid neon pink. I'm using the silver acrylic paint here to draw the BTS logo. I added this writing on the back of the lid to see it whenever the jar is opened. I'm gluing 7-star sequins on it for the 7 BTS members. I took a piece of pink chain and glued this onto the edge of the lid. And glued a pearl sticker over it. I put a pink heart sequin through the chain and glued the other end similarly. And the jar is ready. I had so much fun making this jar, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope you give it a try. Have fun and take care.